So now let's start a simple machine. So first let's discuss that what is machine. So we can say that a machine is a device which helps us to do work more easily by applying less force and spending less energy. Then two words come in this definition: work and energy. So what is work and what is energy? Work is, in physics, work is said to be done only when the body moves on applying a force. And no work is done if there is no motion produced in the body even when a force acts on it. So for example, a coolie lifting a box does work. But if a boy pushing a heavy stone and stone does not move, means no work is done by the boy. Same way, a coolie does not work while standing with a heavy box on his head, as there is no motion. So if you are studying for 2 hours continuously, it means in physics you have not done any work. But if you are carrying a book from one room to another room, means you have done the work. Don't you find it very strange? Yes, this is strange. Okay, so now let's discuss few more examples of the machines. Like when the lid of a tin container is tightly closed and you want to open it, what you do? First you try to open the lid with your finger, with your fingernails. And if you are unable to open it, you take a spoon and insert the spoon between the lid and the edge of the tin, and then push the other end of the spoon. Then you find that the lid gets opened. Thus here the spoon serves as a machine. Clear? So there are many examples in our day-to-day life. The best example, a bottle opener is used to open the lid of a soft drink bottle. Here the bottle opener acts as a machine because it makes our work easier also, and at the same time it saves our time also. Okay. Now, principle of a machine. Machine produces force and controls the direction and the motion of force, but it cannot create energy. This is called principle of a machine. Machine's ability to do work is measured by two factors. Number 1, efficiency of a machine, and number 2, mechanical advantage. So let's discuss the first factor, that is the efficiency of a machine. The efficiency of a machine is the ratio of the useful work done by the machine to the work put into the machine by the effort. Or we can say efficiency is equal to work output on load divided by work input by effort. So now I am going to clear it out, what is load and what is an effort. So let's try to understand like this. To do work on a machine, a force is applied, and this applied force is called the effort. As a result of this force, the machine exerts a force which is called the load. Now let's discuss the ideal or perfect machine. A machine in which no part of the work done on the machine is wasted is called an ideal or perfect machine. Thus, for an ideal machine, the work output is equal to the work input. Clear? But practically no machine is perfect because some part of the work done on machine is always lost in overcoming the friction between the moving parts of the machine. And this we have discussed while discussing about the friction, that in friction what happens, some parts of the energy comes out or wasted in the form of heat, light or sound. Clear? So therefore the work output of machine comes out to be always less than the work input. Means if a machine is 80% efficient, means 80% of the work input to the machine is obtained as the useful work output, and the remaining 20% of the work input has been lost in overcoming the friction. So now let's discuss the second factor, that is the mechanical advantage. The factor by which a machine multiplies the force, or we can say effort, is called the mechanical advantage of that machine. Mathematically, we can say that the mechanical advantage of a machine is the ratio of the load to the effort. means smaller the effort required for a certain load, the greater is the mechanical advantage of the machine. If the mechanical advantage of a machine is greater than 1, the machine is called a force multiplier. So now let's discuss the functions of a simple machine. So number 1, it changes the magnitude of the force required, that is the effort required is less than the load. For example, a bar is used to lift a heavy stone. Second function, it changes the direction of effort in a convenient direction. For example, to lift up a bucket of water from a well, we need to apply the effort upwards, which is a difficult task. But by using a machine, that is pulley, we pull up the bucket of water. Now, machine is very important and it make our work easier also. So care of machine is very important. Care of machines increases the life of a machine. So the following precautions must be observed to take care of the machine. So number 1, we should keep the machines clean and free from dust. Number 2, if the parts of the machine are made of iron, they can rust. So to prevent them from rusting, such parts must be painted. And number 3, friction causes wear and tear of the moving parts of a machine. To reduce friction, these parts must be periodically properly lubricated. Thank you.